This is coming from Jaime Alexander Davison, also known as Gringo, the original. Dear President of the United States of America, Honorable Barack Obama, President of the Republic of Panama, Honorable Ricardo Martinelli, members of both of their administrations, and Pope Francis of Assisi from the Vatican. Today, through the Prisoners for Change and Prisioneros para Cambio movement, in conjunction with the Free Gringo Reggaeton movement, we present to all of you the petition for commutation of sentence and petition for treaty transfer of prisoners to Panama to be thoroughly reviewed and granted, seeing that Jaime Alexander Davison, who comes from a military family and due to the military's rules, they cannot advocate his innocence, who has been incarcerated innocently for over 21 years in the United States federal system for the murder of Syracuse police officer Wallie Howard Jr. that was committed by another police officer and confirmed by the federal judge Neil P. McKern and the government's only medical examiner that did the autopsy, Dr. David A. Wrigley, and uncovered by the defense's forensic science expert Robert H. Goldberg. But justice continues to be denied and an innocent man buried alive due to a serious conspiratorial corruption cover-up.
Come visit Panama City, where there's pretty ladies, beautiful beaches, hotel and restaurant. Tourists, they love it and they're bound to return. Join with their families, they gon' enjoy themselves.
This multi-million-dollar music industry known today as reggaeton culture was founded and created by Jaime Alexander Davison, aka Gringo the Original, a former artist signed to JNN Records and Sony Discos. Today we are presenting to all of you and the whole world with his new extraordinary meridious contribution and multi-million-dollar project that is Panama's first world musical anthem titled Come Visit Panama Is Nice. Panama is nice, created to expand the reggaeton culture's reach and level, promote Panama's tourism through both countries, educate the world as to what reggaeton really stands for, and create new businesses and jobs to hire unemployed people in both countries and worldwide.
Come visit Panama City, where there's pretty ladies, beautiful beaches, hotel and restaurant. Tourists, they love it and they're bound to return. Join with their families, they gon' enjoy themselves.
This movement is also seeking freedom for Gringo the Original, with this new style of music being presented to the whole world. In this anthem, Gringo has decided to utilize a page from South Africa's President Nelson Mandela's freedom fight book. And so we want freedom for Panama's son. Prisoners for Change and Prisioneros para Cambio movement was born in 2008 from President Barack Obama's campaign for the presidency, when he said that he knows that there are a lot of innocent people in prison and he was going to fix it, and that he was going to bring back habeas corpus.
Come visit Panama City, where there's pretty ladies, beautiful beaches, hotel and restaurant. Tourists, they love it and they're bound to return. Join with their families, they gon' enjoy themselves.
Respect Maximum and Concreto, Mrs. Martha Vanessa Concepcion, the report at Mi Diario, newspaper in the Republic of Panama, that has no tail to step on, and who brought out the injustice of Gringo's case to the light. Why did two police departments, state and federal, have refused in conducting an internal investigation in such a big, high-profile case? And why is it that nobody has wanted to do it? Something that is so critical and essential to know how everything happened.
Come visit Panama City, where there's pretty ladies, beautiful beaches, hotel and restaurant. Tourists, they love it and they're bound to return. Join with their families, they gon' enjoy themselves.
Girls, you look so sharp anytime you pass in your pom-pom shots. I'm used to sit down and write lyrics like every day in the park, like with 9 to 5, and that was the first person I heard like chat the reggae chanting and flip it in Spanish, you know what I mean, which was mind-blowing. It was amazing, because I never heard nobody spit dancehall in Spanish before, way before El General, way before everybody else who I'm hearing about. So all the younger reggaeton artists, enough respect to y'all, because y'all doing your thing and y'all broaden that culture But do some research, find out who Jaime Davis is. Tip your hat to him, salute him. Jaime, enough respect. Screech it and say that.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little story about my brethren named Jaime Davis. He was one of the first reggae Spanish artists to ever do reggaeton and put reggae into Spanish on dancehall rhythm. Back in 1986. Oh, you can DJ, man, you need to do some more DJing, man. And then I heard him do it in Spanish. First I heard a man from Panama come and they start chanting on a reggae beat in Spanish. That's the first I heard that, you know. And it sounded good. I didn't understand what he was saying, but it sounded good. All I know is it sounded good. Yeah? And that was the start of the first I ever hear of it. You know what I'm saying? He was the first person before El General and all those guys and all those new guys that you're hearing today. He was mostly, he was one of the first ones that really started the reggaeton on the reggae rhythm and speaking Spanish.
So me I tell you, so we come from way back. You don't see it when we there Brooklyn, we are DJ reggae and them are DJ Spanish and this that Nanda Boom the whole away. You don't see it. El General the whole away, Gringo the whole away. You don't see it. Foundation straight. And we there in the studio right now, finalize up this swim and him make this national anthem for Panama, making us Panama nice.
Respect, Jaime, respect. Saying 19 years, I think they gave him life or something like that. Saying, so we are trying to free him up right now, you understand? The best thing right now is to get all the votes we can, saying, with all the people being locked up behind the bars, you understand? They trying to say that their vote don't count. So right now we trying to change that. All the people that's not in jail who has a right to vote, please go out and vote.
Who's funny out? Who's the founder of reggaeton? First hip hop dancer, Gringo with Metricorn.
Panama, definitely come visit. You understand? Passport and green card are clear up right now as we speak. Saying, setting yourself away, so you're going to turn over the place.
Miscarriage of justice that Jaime Davidson, aka Gringo the Original, is suffering. He has won 3 appeals, with his case being reversed by the New York Court of Appeals of the United States. His case was sent back to Syracuse, New York District Court, and the federal judge Neil P. McKern continues ignoring and disobeying each and every court order. Most importantly, even up to the 3rd court order, most critical and impacting, signed by the Hispanic Justice Sonia Sotomayor, that the United States President Barack Obama nominated to the United States Supreme Court. Judge McKern ignored it also. Today, this movement will be placing the spotlight on the city of Syracuse judicial system and all of its decades of corruption being left unchecked, because Mr. Davidson's case is technically still open and ripe to be decided on its full merits.
Come visit Panama City, where there's pretty ladies, beautiful beaches, hotel and restaurant. Tourists, they love it and they're bound to return. Join with their families, they gon' enjoy themselves.
Now, from Panama, we're also representing and documenting the history of reggaeton culture that was born from the contribution of black ethnic culture of the Republic of Panama for the whole world, that we took from New York to Puerto Rico, the island of delightment. In the beginning of the 1990s, hitting like a musical tsunami, Richie in the House and Nano the Great in Puerto Rico, you all already know we'll be going over there soon with this anthem. For the new generation in the whole world, reggaeton briefly is a global political movement of universal unity. Reggaeton comes from the root word reggae, that means the struggle of poor people, the dissemination of information through the music. When you add the suffix ton, that means big, it means a big reggae, or meaning reggae tongue. The unification of all the cultures, genres, races, and nationalities in one. The Panamanian code that mixed with the Jamaican culture, and it comes from the visions of great legends like Bob Marley, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and South Africa's President Nelson Mandela, etc. Viewing how each one of them advocated for the same thing, that is peace, love, unity, equal advancing justice and freedom for all.
Come visit Panama City, where there's pretty ladies, beautiful beaches, hotel and restaurant. Tourists, they love it and they're bound to return. Join with their families, they gon' enjoy themselves.
In closing, don't forget, this is the Prisoners for Change and Prisioneros para Cambio movement with the Free Gringo Reggaeton movement. Big up Sean Walsh, video director and television producer of the show What's Up New York in the United States of America. A.T. Fat, the producer of the Millennium. You hit it out of the ballpark with this production, my brother. The Republic of Panama's first world musical anthem, promoting the tourism and recognizing Panama as Latin America's mini Dubai worldwide. MC McCoy, now the world is going to know that you are the #1 DJ, Rough One, here in Panama. Yes, Lily Sanchez and Maria Lola, representing the Panamanian woman worldwide. DJ Pato and Piedras Negras, Kawala, Mexico. Respect maximum and concrete, my brother. We want the whole world to know that Mexico is a country that has supported and catapulted on a worldwide scale and level the reggaeton culture's movement and the majority of the reggaeton artists these 22 years in my absence. A big up salute to Gringo the Original, aka Panama's Son, New York, Brooklyn, and Flatbush. Baby Quake family, stand up. You know that without your support, this movement wouldn't have been made possible.
Come visit Panama City, where there's pretty ladies, beautiful beaches, hotel and restaurant. Tourists, they love it and they're bound to return. Join with their families, they gon' enjoy themselves.
President Barack Obama, President Ricardo Martinelli, members of both of your administrations, and Papa Francisco Assisi. If you watch Jaime Davidson suffer, you will surely watch him die. And knowing that you have an innocent man incarcerated for something he did not commit, while the real criminals walk free. Do you all consider that real justice in America and around the world, and or even observing from the sidelines and not speaking out with nothing else to say? From Gringo, Free Gringo, y'all already know, El Poeta, bless.
Come visit Panama City, where